She got what she wanted. A divorce, a new man, and full custody. Now she's lost it all and wants me back. I don't do repeats. Hello, Reddit talkative here. I was married to Lena for 7 years. The kind of marriage people envy on the outside. Vacation pictures, anniversary posts, birthday surprises, behind the scenes. It was slow death by 1,000 cuts. Resentment disguised as routine. Silence louder than arguments. And love, well, love had packed its bags long before we realized it was gone. We had a daughter, Ava. My entire world. The first drama arc began the day Lena sat me down and calmly said, "I want a divorce. I've met someone." I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just blinked. She already had a lawyer. She had already filed. And she wanted full custody. Said I worked too much. That Ava needed consistency. She got it all. The divorce, the house, full custody, and her someone, Matt. A divorced gym owner with a shiny smile and zero parental responsibilities. I walked out of that courtroom gutted, holding nothing but a duffel bag and a weekend visitation schedule that felt more like a cruel joke. The second emotional storm hit a year later. Ava stopped wanting to talk to me on the phone. Every FaceTime call was rushed. She always seemed tired, distracted. I blamed myself. Maybe I wasn't fun enough. Maybe I was just the boring weekend dad. Then I got a call from her school. Ava had missed over 15 days. Lena never mentioned it. I drove 3 hours that night, showed up at their apartment. The place was filthy. Ava was sick, laying on the couch, unattended. Lena wasn't home. Matt was. High. I could smell it. I took Ava that night, called CPS the next day, and the judge, who once told me Lena was the primary bond, reversed custody after the investigation. Ava became mine, permanently. Drama number 3, Lena spiraled. Her picture-perfect life with Matt had cracked. He cheated. Of course he did. She moved in with him the week our divorce finalized. He proposed 6 months later, probably just to rub it in my face. She said yes, threw a huge engagement party, invited all our mutual friends, none of whom I heard from again after that. But 2 weeks after I got full custody, Matt dumped her, kicked her out. She called me, crying. I made a mistake. I wasn't thinking clearly. Can we talk? I didn't respond. She showed up at Ava's school. Security had to escort her out. She started posting online, trying to make me look bad. None of it stuck. She was unraveling, and the world finally saw it. The 4th drama arc was the worst, and the one that nearly broke me. Lena tried to take her life. It was Ava's 10th birthday. I hadn't told Lena we were throwing a party, but she found out, through a friend. She wasn't invited. She wasn't in Ava's life anymore by her own choices. But that day, while we were at the trampoline park with balloons and cake, I got a call from her sister. Lena had been hospitalized. I sat there watching my daughter blow out her candles, knowing her mother was in a psych ward with a stomach pump and no one to call. And for a moment, a sick, twisted moment, I felt bad for her, even after everything. After the hospital, she started showing up again, clean, dressed nicely, always with tears in her eyes. She asked if we could talk. So we did. She said, "I want to come home. I want my family back. I've changed." I asked her if she remembered telling me she was done raising a child with someone who wasn't a real man. She cried. I asked her if she remembered when she blocked Ava from my phone for a whole month, told her I left her. She sobbed. I stood up, shook my head, and said the last thing I'll ever say to her. "You got what you wanted. A divorce, a new man, full custody. Now you've lost it all. I don't do repeats." I walked away, and I haven't looked back since. Ava and I, we're healing, slowly, but surely. She draws now. Her walls are covered with her art. Sunsets, forests, lots of hearts. I hang every single one. As for Lena, she still tries sometimes. Emails, letters, but I've blocked it all. I gave her everything once, and she torched it to the ground. Let her sit in the ashes. It's been 18 months since that final conversation with Lena. Sometimes at night, I still hear her voice in my head. Not the venom she spewed during the divorce, or even the weepy apologies later on, but her voice from before. The old her, the woman I married, The girl who once danced barefoot in the kitchen while holding Ava in her arms, laughing so hard she cried. That woman's gone, and the ghost that remains, I've learned not to chase ghosts. But let me tell you about the crash landing, the final straw. 3 weeks ago, I got a knock on my door. Sunday morning. Ava was making pancakes in her unicorn pajamas, humming Taylor Swift. It was Lena. She looked hollow, thin, like life had drained the color out of her. She said, "I just want 5 minutes, I swear. I know you hate me." I didn't invite her in. I stepped outside. She was holding a box of old photos, ones I hadn't seen in years. Our wedding album, Ava's first Christmas, pictures I thought had been thrown away. She handed it to me. I found these in storage. I figured they belonged to both of us. I didn't say anything. My mind raced with what this was really about, because it's never just about photos. Then she pulled out her phone and said the thing that almost made me lose it. "Matt's taking me to court. He's suing for damages. Claimed I gave him an STD. I blinked. "Why are you telling me this?" She paused. "Because I have no one else. My friends are gone. My family barely talks to me. I'm working nights at a diner. I don't even have a car, and I miss our daughter." Then she said it. "Can I move in? Just for a little while? I could sleep on the couch. I just want to be near Ava. Please." I looked her straight in the eye and said, "You don't miss Ava. You miss stability. You miss comfort. You miss being chosen. But you threw all of that away." She started crying. Said she'd do anything. Said she'd clean, cook, stay out of my way. Said she didn't care if I dated someone else. She just wanted her family back. And I realized in that moment she wasn't asking for redemption. She was asking for refuge, and I wasn't her safe haven anymore. I said, "You remember when I begged you not to keep Ava from me? When I cried and asked you to meet me halfway? When I offered to co-parent like adults? And you laughed? You said I'd never survive without you. That Ava would forget me." She nodded, shame heavy on her face. "I survived. Ava didn't forget me. You were wrong, and I'm done paying for your choices." She started to protest, but I cut her off. "Go find the man you left us for. See if his couch is open." She left without another word. That night I sat on the floor with Ava and we went through the photos she brought. Ava smiled at the baby pictures. She laughed at the one where she was covered in spaghetti. Then she held up one from our wedding and asked, "Is Mommy happy in this picture?" I looked at it, really looked. She was smiling, but not like someone in love. More like someone who knew she had all the control. I told Ava. She thought she was. But real happiness comes from loving people the right way. The kind that doesn't leave when things get hard. Ava nodded, like she understood more than a 10-year-old should. Then she hugged me and said, "I'm glad I have you." And that's when I realized I'd already won. Not in court, not in revenge, but in the quiet resilience of doing the right thing, even when it hurt, in holding the line, in healing, in protecting the one thing that mattered most. Lena got what she wanted, a divorce, a new man, full custody. Now she has nothing. And me? I don't do repeats. I build futures. And mine is sitting across from me right now, drawing unicorns and asking if we can have pancakes for dinner.